Don't let
A week off now, so I'll try and get the house sorted while he's off for the week. I'm delighted I had today off now to come.
It was just those nasty Nazis who persuaded them to fight, and their Beethoven and Bach are really far worse than their bite. Let's be meek to them and turn the other cheek to them and try to bring out their latent sense of fun. Let's give them full air parity and treat the rats with charity, but don't let's be beastly to the Hun. We must be kind, and with an open mind, we must endeavor to find a way to let the Germans know that when the war is over, they are not the ones who have to pay. We must be sweet and tactful and discreet, and when they've suffered defeat, we mustn't let them feel upset or ever get the feeling that we're cross with them or hate them. Our future policy must be to reinstate them. Don't let's be beastly to the Germans when we've definitely got them on the run. Let us treat them very kindly, as we would a valued friend. We might send them out some bishops as a form of lease and lend. Let's be sweet to them and day by day repeat to them that sterilization simply isn't done. Let's help the dirty swine again to occupy the Rhine again, but don't let's be beastly to the Hun. We must be just and win their love and trust, and in addition we must be wise and ask the conquered lands to join our hands to aid them. That would be a wonderful surprise. For many years they've been in floods of tears because the poor little dears have been so wronged and only long to cheat the world, deplete the world and beat the world to blazes. This is the moment when we ought to sing their praises. Don't let's be beastly to the Germans, for you can't deprive a gangster of his gun. Though they've been a little naughty to the Czechs and Poles and Dutch, I don't suppose those countries really minded very much. Let's be free with them and share the BBC with them. We mustn't prevent them basking in the sun. Let's soften their defeat again and build their blasted fleet again, but don't let's be beastly to the Hun. Don't let's be beastly to the Germans when the age of peace and plenty has begun. We must send them steel and oil and coal and everything they need, for their peaceable intentions can be always guaranteed. Let's employ with them a sort of strength through joy with them. They're better than us at honest manly fun. Let's let them feel their swell again and bomb us all to hell again, but don't let's be beastly to the Hun.
Giuffre was one of the most prominent accusers of Jeffrey Epstein. Western Australia police say they're not treating her death as suspicious.
The death of Virginia Giuffre is going to divide people. Many of us will...
Virginia Giuffre was one of the most prominent accusers of Jeffrey Epstein. Western Australia police say they're not treating her death as suspicious.
The death of Virginia Giuffre is going to divide people. Many of us will...
Breathe in for me? Yep. Beautiful. So what do you do for work? For the night. Stress.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun, and snap! The job's a game. And every task you undertake...
Jet, the first person who can guess who's flying me up there in their private jet will win a free...
Go to jail. Go directly to jail. How dare you share a photo with your family? How dare you try and warn against bugs and overreach financial?
I've had to board a private jet. The first person who can guess who's flying me up there in their private jet will win a free combo deal of keychains. Let's go!
Really starting to see why this is failed. Obviously it had nothing to do with crazy pharmaceutical-led attack on small businesses. I think it purely was just because I didn't get any hats made. You can't do business without cool hats. And I admit now, all the blame I put on.
He looks trim in the uniform, I was going to say. It's good. It's pity the family wasn't here to see him, but... That's me.
Yeah.
Aw, proud of him now.
Really, it was just down to the simple fact of not enough hats. And if it's not hats these days,
You need to give it.
it's got to be
Today's
something.
passing out ceremony.
You got to be wearing something on your head, and then you get listened to. What about if you combine the two? Is that too much? I think that's too much. I think everyone gets the point of what I'm making. You can see why I wear hats. It's out of control. It's almost at the length where I can tie back properly. And then I look very pretty with that's from the stress of dealing with this campaign. Lucky there's plenty more where that came from, unlike some of the members of Parliament.
Out ceremony, he'll be a fully fledged member of the WA Police Force.
All right, smile, Mr. Mitchell.
God.
Officer Mitchell.
But even
took
on
the
Martin's
hair
big
from
day,
them. They
Neve's mind is on more domestic matters.
He's delighted to be finished. He's another week off now, so
lash
I'm
out
trying to get the house sorted
all the other
while he's off for the week.
men.
I'm delighted I had today off now to
Right,
come.
I can't have
Probably
hair,
relying on
you
each
can't
other
have
more so now because we're out here and
business,
that's all
you
we
can't
have than we would have at home.
kids.
Doesn't really.
You can't have your freedom. Go to jail. Go directly to jail. How dare you share a photo of your family? How dare you try and warn against pharmaceutical overreach, financial tomfoolery, the devastating effects of having devices that are too small for our evolved interaction between humans. It creates like a hall of mirrors effect, a spiral effect. Global finances are all encompassed into it until we've built a slum, literally a slum in every household, in our hands, in our pockets. And someone then put all the world's money into that slum. It's like, could I just leave all my money in there and I'll be back and get it later on? Wander off, come back. Do you think the money is going to be there? Would you leave your money in the slum? I wouldn't. And then how do we fix the slum? It's like it's certain people in the slum. No, it's the government created a slum and benefited from the slum and tried to use gangster slum tactics to control the entire
It's
population.
really strange.
And now you're blaming
friends
them.
but it's just not, friends, it's not your family.
Trying to speak about it? No. The problem with the internet is that it's the whole internet now is absorbed into one thing, and it's kind of not just the internet. So it's like, I like to consider it as like McDonald's. I love McDonald's. I literally love it. And I love Hungry Jack's as well, just to be fair. You know what I mean? It's not to play favourites. I want to make sure that both of those fine institutions are covered. Every now and then I will find myself in the drive, especially when I have money. Before when I had money, when my business wasn't being firebombed by our government, I had money, and I would, if I was hungry at lunchtime, quite often I would find myself in McDonald's. Guilty pleasure, but in a McDonald's where I can get a drive-through, I get it. But I wouldn't want to live in a McDonald's. And I wouldn't want to put, like, I rarely ever get envelopes with all my money in it and put it in, like, slide it into the chair, into those comfy couches that McDonald's has in their dining areas. Because I just don't feel like it's the most secure place for that. I don't have, like, I wouldn't want my children getting married and finding their partners. People used to meet in like museums.
little bit thicker. It makes me that much smarter. Thanks for making me a fighter.
All my life I've been waiting for you to bring a fairy tale my way. Been living in a fantasy without meaning. It's not okay. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe.
Left broken, empty, in despair. Wanna breathe, can't find air. Thought you were sent from up above, but you and me never had love. So much more I have to say. Help me find a way. And I wonder if you know how it really feels to be left outside alone when it's cold out here. Well, maybe you should know just how it feels to be left outside alone, to be left outside alone. I tell you, all my life I've been waiting for you to bring a fairy tale my way. Been living in a fantasy without meaning. It's not okay. I don't feel safe. I need to pray.
Wicked night, wicked mind, wicked seems and wicked time. Wicked man with a wicked life, wicked times and wicked life. Oh, watch the clock tick, watch the sunrise, watch it pass by, it's such a fine time. Oh, watch it pass by, watch us all die, such a fine time. Watch a grown man cry, watch the babies die. Did you ever notice time passes slowest in the bad times? Oh, do you know why?
Why do you play me like a game? Always someone else to blame. Careless, helpless little man. Someday you might understand. There's not much more to say, but I hope you find a way. Still, I wonder if you know how it really feels to be left outside alone when it's cold out here. Well, maybe you should know just how it feels to be left outside alone.
He looks trimmed in uniform and it's quite simple. It's good. It's peaks of family wrestling here to see him. Yes, me. Aw, proud of them now.
Back up in the northeast, Michael and his colleague Paul have just caught a plane to the remote outback community of Columbalee, which is too isolated to access by...
Instead of a runaround. If I was in the bush, like say Michael Henderson up there, I'd probably buy a four-wheel drive because of the tax benefits and countryside, but can't justify it at the moment, and it allows me to spend more money on holidays and things like that. That's my priority. I already have a girlfriend, so I'm not going to pull any tricks. So. If you dump me, I might have to upgrade.
Cricket is a national obsession in Australia, and Kieran has signed up to play with his local club. It's a game that comes with its own set of accessories, none of which is particularly fashionable.
You're not the coolest looking person in the world. Got a real club hat. Keep the sun off. I think it's going to get up to about 35 today, so you don't rub it in. Might look like a ghost, but you see, spot the Irish a mile away, the old lobsters. Coming. It takes us a while to sink in that you're actually going to get roasted if you don't rub it in. Problem is, I suppose, on a normal day here, you're getting high exposure that you wouldn't get in Ireland. You know, you don't sort of, it creeps up on you when you're driving in your car, or you're picking up that sun all the time that you wouldn't pick up in Ireland because it's cloudy, or, you know, you're not in the habit of doing it. Realistically, you should be putting it on every day almost, but I look like a ghost minute here.
One of the biggest challenges faced by new arrivals in Australia is the hunt for accommodation. Martin and Niamh have been living in a short-term rental in Perth for the last 3 months. It's time to set down roots, and today they're on the hunt for something more permanent.
Hi, how are you going?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Erin, nice to
Martin.
meet you. Hi, nice to meet you. How are you? Good, how are you?
Great.
So it's a 2-bed, 1 bath. So we've got the master bed on the left there. It's got air conditioning. Everything's nearly.
Great.
Oh, the bathroom is lovely.
Bathroom's beautiful. Shower.
It's really modern, isn't it? They're lovely, aren't they? Like, really, I'm not bringing on stuff. 2 weeks to find somewhere before we have to move out. So I'm stressed. This is nice. Oh, at this stage I'd never take anything.
Want to live something nice.
Yeah, want to live by the beach.
Nice suburb. Close to the beach, close to the city, and
After all, if you don't have a nice house in the corner, you'd have to.
there's the backyard that's sunlight and all.
These ones are good. It's quite nice. So you can put a second to make the veranda a feeder. My mum don't mind the water done today without going with
You come with the backyard.
Beyond this sanctioned dirt bike track is an impressive community of inclusive and creative kids.
Us coming out here, showing initiative to do what we have today, building a great community that we have with all different ages and stuff. It's just great, and I think we've built a place where we can all come, get out of the house and just have fun.
You have a hard day at home and just go outside and ride. You forget about everything. And then when you have a hard day at school, you go out and ride. That's really it.
I'm always trying to get the latest train back as possible. It's just, you know, you wish the day would never end.
We've been riding here for a long time and there's so much progression happening. Lots of fun, so many boys come down here, so many different age groups, and it'd be a bummer if it gets destroyed.
Hundreds of hours of teamwork has gone into building the tracks at Minnegong's Mount Gibraltar, with kids from different schools coming together for the love of BMX riding.
It's really creative, as you've seen here today. Like, they put a lot of effort into designing and thinking about what they want, and we couldn't be happier for them to be out here.
But a complaint from the public has left Wingecarriby Council with no choice other than to destroy the illegal jumps and trails in the coming weeks. Gibraltar Reserve was listed on the State Heritage Register a decade ago, but Council says there are potential solutions.
We can come up with the right locations. There will be opportunities and possibilities. We've just got to come up with the right locations and then working with those young people, get the design right so that they actually enjoy it.
It would just be like kind of the end, I think, of one of the best parts I have in my life today, because this is a place where I can come, just forget about all the homework, even though I have to do that. Forget about all of that, come here, just have fun with all my friends and hang out.
The passionate groups started a petition to save the trail, gathering almost 1,000 signatures in just a few days.
I think it means that the community's behind with us as well, and everybody wants to see this place preserved and us to keep riding here and out of the house.
If you're keen to support the pint-sized peddlers, head to change.org. Romy Gilbert, Win News. Beyond this sanctioned dirt bike track is an impressive community.
So, my son's school told him he's got 7 days to get his hair cut. And I said, nah, you tell them that you identify as a bogan and your pronouns are sick dog and eshe, brah. So, my son's school told him he's got 7 days to get his hair cut.
Recently commented, Mr. President, that if it were not for the United States, European countries would be speaking German. Dare I say that if it wasn't for us, we'd be speaking French. Recently commented, Mr. President, that if it were not for the United States, European countries would be speaking German. Dare I say that if it wasn't for us, we'd be speaking French.
way up in the vast.
Why hasn't God destroyed Satan? God is holy, righteous, and hates evil. Yet, why is Satan still alive? Why does he allow his greatest enemy to continue existing and causing suffering in the world? The Lord is all-powerful and could have made him disappear with just a word. But he didn't. He let him live. Why? We'll address that very question. The answer is not simple, but it's clearly found in the Bible. Today, you'll learn why God hasn't eliminated Satan or the fallen angels and gain deep insight into God's eternal plan. If you believe in the Lord, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more powerful revelations. Before becoming God's enemy, Satan was an angel, but not just any angel. God desired to do something extraordinary, and from his infinite wisdom and love, he created Lucifer, the morning star. His name means light bearer. He was a cherub, one of the heavenly beings closest to God's presence. Lucifer was not just beautiful. He was the leader whom all other angels followed. Adorned with precious stones, he overflowed with wisdom and radiated glory. God had not created evil, but perfection. Lucifer was made to mirror God's divine glory. Yet something happened within him. A thought took root in his heart: pride. Blinded by his own splendor, Lucifer allowed this pride to consume him. What once had been his greatest gift became his downfall. The beauty everyone admired became the source of his ruin, and his hunger for glory gradually consumed him. This desire changed everything. Where there once had been light, darkness slowly began to spread. It was no longer enough for Lucifer to worship and serve God. An unchecked ambition was born within him. He yearned to be worshipped himself. He desired to elevate himself to God's own place, or even higher, and said, "I will ascend to heaven. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will be like the Most High." Lucifer no longer sought to serve. He began to desire worship. No longer did he wish to reflect God's glory. He craved his own. That was the moment when balance was shattered. Lucifer ceased to be a servant and became a rebel. And
Do what it takes to step through.
This story that you want to tell, what is it?
It's the resurrection story.
So are you doing this with historians as well? Are you trying to make it?
Yeah, historical stuff. Well, I regard that the Gospels as history. It's verifiable history. Some people say, oh, it's a fairy tale. He never existed, but he did. And there are other accounts, verifiable historical accounts, outside the biblical ones that also bear this out. Yes, he did exist. The apostles who went out there, every single one of those guys died rather than deny their belief. And nobody dies for a lie. Nobody.
This story that you want to tell, what is it?
It's the resurrection story.
So are you doing this with historians as well? Are you trying to make it?
Yeah, historical stuff. Well, I regard the Gospels as history. It's verified.
Do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God. Trust also in me.
Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve others, and to give his life as a ransom for many. Except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So I say to you, ask, and it will be given to you. Search, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened for you. Don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. For what shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and suffer the loss of his soul? A new command I give you, love one another as I have loved you. If any of you wants to be my follower, you must turn from your selfish ways, take up your cross, and follow me. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and everyone who humbles himself will be exalted. And know that I am with you always, yes, to the end of time. When you stand praying, if you hold anything against anyone, forgive them, so that your Father in heaven may forgive you your sins. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. If you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake and for the sake of the gospel, you will save it. Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I give will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life. But I say to you who hear, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, and pray for those who spitefully use you. My kingdom is not of this world. If it were, my servants would fight to prevent my arrest by the Jews. But now my kingdom is from another place. I have told you these things, so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. Do not let your hearts be troubled.